You're listening to Raising Men with my dad and your host, Craig Carlisle, on WKBY 1080 AM.
Hello and welcome to the Raising Men Show, and I'm your host, Craig Carlisle. So happy to be with you guys today, and a very special guest in studio with me today. I have one of my 5 sons. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Jackson Ray Carlisle.
And how old are you?
I'm 8 years old.
Wow, I'm very, very excited to have you with me today. In fact, you gave us the show topic today, and what's the show topic today? What are we talking about?
Being thankful for your family in general.
In general, not just for Thanksgiving, not just for Christmas, but just because you're thankful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you thankful for about your family? Tell me.
I'm thankful that we all can spend time for each other on Christmas, and stay home and eat and have I hope we can have the breakfast brunch like we did I think last year or 2 years ago.
Oh, so what did we have? What was special about that breakfast? Do you remember?
Yeah, 'cause I remember Aunt Doris and Uncle Ken brought I think bacon, and it was really good.
Oh, so you just like it because you had bacon.
Oh, it's turkey bacon. I don't really like bacon, bacon for pig bacon.
Like pig bacon? Oh my goodness. So all those of you who don't like pork products out there, or pig products as he says, he doesn't like pig products.
Is turkey bacon even from pigs?
No, turkey bacon is from a turkey. It's turkey made in a bacon format.
Wow. I thought turkey would only be only turkey, Thanksgiving turkey. I never knew they could turn it into bacon or sausage.
They can mold it into a lot of different parts, but you can make it turkey bacon, turkey sausage, turkey beef, turkey ground turkey, and turkey. Even turkey like you have for Thanksgiving and Christmas, you can get it like that too. How about that?
Wow.
So we were talking about what you were thankful for your family. So you said that you were thankful for hopefully having the same type of Christmas breakfast like we had a couple years ago when we invited our family over. What else about your family are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that we can all spend time with each other and have fun when we all come together on Christmas Day.
Oh, okay. So should we always spend Christmas together, or can we be together on other days as well?
We can both.
Both, okay. Well, tell me why. Why do you like spending time together with your family? And when you say family, are you talking about just your brothers that live in this house, or are you talking about your family in general?
Part of Aunt Doris and our cousins.
Oh, okay. So you want to have everybody involved.
Well, the people who can actually come.
Well, a lot of people can come. It's just a matter of, I need to know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just making sure that you're having a good. Now, what makes it special when your family is together? What makes having family around important to you?
It makes me important because it makes me me and Evan and Ryan and Kaden feel good about ourselves and having fun together.
Oh, okay. So when they're not around, do you guys not feel good about yourself?
Sometimes we do and sometimes we don't.
Oh, talk to me. Why is that? Tell me why would you not feel good about yourself?
I don't know, actually.
You don't know. Now, are you sure you don't feel good, or you just sometimes you feel lonely because you don't, or you miss your family more so than anything else?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Oh, okay. Well, what's the one thing that you would want to tell one of your family members that you really, really wanted them to know about you? What would you tell them?
That I love them to death.
You love them to death. Well, that's good. So do you tell your family that you love them?
Yes.
Each time you see them, or is it just oh?
Each time I see them.
Okay. Why is it important to you to tell them each time you see them?
So they know how much I love them.
Okay, so beyond a shadow of a doubt, they know that you love them for sure. If nobody else does, you do.
Right.
And where did you get that from? Where did you learn that from?
I don't really know. It just came up in my mind.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. 'Cause we teach in the house that if we need to be able to tell people that they love them, and I always tell you that I love you. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And I always tell you what. Does your dad love you?
Yes.
And how do you know that I love you?
'Cause you tell us almost every day.
Well, but beyond just the telling, what if I told you I loved you and I did something that that doesn't make you feel loved? I mean, let me just a question. What do I do that shows you that I love you? What do I do that shows you that for sure that you know your dad loves you? Not just says it, but does it.
Because you care about us and you, like, help us with homework and all, like, other stuff.
What other stuff?
Like, basketball and, like, sports we do and you cheer us on.
Okay. All right. So long as I do things like that, no matter what, you know that I love you for sure.
Yep.
You don't ever have to doubt it, right?
Right.
All right. That's good. So again, you're with us on the Raising Men Show, and I'm your host, Craig Carlisle. And again, in studio, I have my youngest son, Jackson Carlisle. He's 8 years old. And he's picked our show topic today, which is being thankful for your family. And not just thankful for Christmas. Because we did a show just a couple weeks ago that talked about Are You Thankful? And we didn't have the kids involved. I didn't have any in-studio guests. But today I'm very blessed to have an in-studio guest that can tell us what he's thankful for. And so as we're going into the Christmas holiday season, it's important that we really are looking to really revisit what we're looking for and what we're thankful for, I should say. And I'm thankful for you, buddy. And as long as you know that, and I'm telling everybody in front of everybody that's here, so you could always have a way to look back and if there's something ever happened to me, you can play my voice back. And did you know that on this particular day, your dad and you were on the radio for the first time together, and he told you in front of all these millions and millions of listeners that I love you, and I'm very, very proud of you.
Yay.
Yay. All right, we'll be right back, and we'll try to see if we get another one of my sons to come on radio with me, and hope you enjoy the Raising Men Show with your host, Craig Carlisle. I'll be right back. This is Craig Carlisle, the host of the Raising Men Show, and I'm also an executive producer of the independent feature film Restored Me.
I lost everything for something I didn't do. What type of God is gonna watch a man get up on his feet and then kick him right back down and get drugged through the dirt again?
It's a powerful, feel-good dramedy that centers around a young man trying to restore his relationship with his young daughter and her mother.
Talk to him just like you're talking to me.
Where have you been, kid? These people take communion from me. I am their God.
This film speaks to restoring your faith and pushes a bold message of positivity and motivation. The cast includes Gary Owen, Bill Duke, William Lee, Matt Gerald, Richard T. Jones, Malik Yobo, Yancey Arias, and Bo Casper Smart, just to name a few. Restored Me is available on over 100 digital markets, including iTunes, Amazon, and on demand from your local cable provider. Buy it, rent it. Either way, I'm asking you to watch it. It'll bless your life. All right, and we're back to Raising Men, and I'm your host, Craig Carlisle, and again, I'm blessed to have another one of my sons in studio today with me, and this is my 10-year-old son. His name is Evan.
Hello.
How are you today, buddy?
Good. I'm good.
And on today's show, your brother Jackson, he picked the topic. He wanted to talk about what he was thankful for, and I think it's pretty awesome that, we just had Thanksgiving a few weeks ago, and we did a show topic that was called Are You Thankful? And on that show, we dealt with, are you asking people, are you really thankful for anything at all? And so, buddy, you tell me, what are you thankful for?
Well, I'm really thankful for family and friends.
For family and friends. Or what about family and friends that makes you thankful, makes you happy about having family and friends around?
Well, I'm happy because I have family, because I have a great family that loves me so much, and I have great friends that like to hang out with me and like me just the way I am.
Now that's pretty awesome. That's really pretty awesome, because there's a lot of kids that in your age group and the millennials, a little bit older than you as well, who have had issues with not feeling loved and not feeling special and not having people that are around that really want anything to do with them. So what makes being your friend special? What do your friends do to make you feel special?
Well, mostly they hang out with me, and they don't go oh, hey Evan, you're not good, but you're not good at anything. They don't say that. They just like me just the way I am.
Is that important to you, that people like you for who you as Evan are on the inside, or do you think that people who like you just because what you have or where you live or what kind of car you drive, what do you think about those kind of people that just want to use you and just think of you as something special because of what you've got?
Well, I don't like those kind of people who like those people who like them about what they have and what they do and where they live and all of that. I don't like those kind of people. I just like the people who matter about you, that like you from the inside, not the outside. Even if you can't do anything right, they still like you on the outside, on the inside. Sorry.
And they and they encourage you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how as you being a friend, how are you as a friend? Do you encourage people? Do you help them become better? Tell me about you being their friend. What makes you being their friend special to them?
Well, me being their friend makes them special because I like to hang out with them, do a lot of things with them. Like when we have lunch, I like to eat and sit next to them because most of my friends don't get to talk to much people and don't have many friends. So I'm like, oh, let me talk to you since you don't have many friends.
So you're a good listener.
Yes, and I like to hang out with them in case and like encourage them, like you said, and for them to do great in school and at all things.
That's pretty awesome. That means you're a really good friend because in this day and age, a lot of kids that are your age and older have decided to, think that they don't have any hope or they think that they don't have any friends. And so they've taken their own life. And I know you and Jackson and I have talked about that on our way home, where that young lady that I did the funeral for at church, and she said that she had no hope. If you had any kid out there, because right now you've got a lot of people listening to you right now, you have an audience, you have a forum. If there's one thing that you could tell a young kid that's your age and older who's thinking about the fact that they're not loved and they're thinking about killing themselves, what would you tell them to let them know that they're loved?
I would probably tell them, like, don't think about killing yourself. Just remember that God will always love you, your family will always love you, and that you are loved, you have hope, and God will always believe in you no matter what.
That's awesome. Again, you're listening to the RZNGMEN Show, and I'm your host, Craig Carlisle. And man, I'm overwhelmed today. My two youngest sons have been in studio with me for the last few minutes. And again, the RZNGMEN Show is about men helping men. It's a place where men can have real talk about real life. And I've been able to have real talk with my two youngest sons. So I'm going to be right back. Hopefully I'll have another one of my sons that'll join me. Hopefully they're not too shy, and we'll be able to continue this discussion about what are you thankful for, especially leading into the Christmas season and the end of the year. And we know what a lot of us talk about New Year's resolutions, but one resolution should be special to all of us is that you become a better person, and you should be able to tell people that you love them every time that you see them, because that may be the last time. And as a family, we've been impacted already about having the last time having seen the loss of their mother. We all didn't get a chance to see her for that last time. And if we had one more chance to see her, we would definitely continue to tell her that we love her and how much we loved her. But the blessing is that each time we did see her, we were able to share that same thing and not let a day go by that we didn't say we loved you. So, buddy, I love you. And in front of all these listeners out there in the world, not that I need this platform to tell you, but you'll always be able to play this back. This is all leaving a legacy for you, that you know that your father loves you. And I appreciate you, and I'm very, very, very proud of you. And I'm definitely very proud of the young man that you're becoming, and definitely excited about the man that you will become. Again, this is Craig Carlisle, and you're listening to the RZNGMEN Show. We'll be right back. This is Craig Carlisle, the host of the RZNGMEN Show, and I'm also an executive producer of the independent feature film Restored Me.
I lost everything for something I didn't do. What type of God is gonna watch a man get up on his feet and then kick him right back down to get drugged through the dirt again?
It's a powerful, feel-good dramedy that centers around a young man trying to restore his relationship with his young daughter and her mother.
Talk to him just like you're talking to me.
Where have you been, kid? These people take communion from me. I am their God.
This film speaks to restoring your faith and pushes a bold message of positivity and motivation. The cast includes Gary Owen, Bill Duke, William Lee, Matt Gerald, Richard T. Jones, Malik Yobo, Yancey Arias, and Bo Casper Smart, just to name a few. Restored Me is available on over 100 digital markets, including iTunes, Amazon, and on demand from your local cable provider. Buy it, rent it. Either way, I'm asking you to watch it. It'll bless your life. And we're back to the RZNGMEN Show, and I'm your host, Craig Carlisle, and I'm again blessed to have a third son of mine come in studio with me. He wasn't afraid. He's a fearless guy. He's my 12-year-old, Ryan Craig Carlisle. How are you, buddy?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well. I've been better now that you're in here. That's what I'm talking about. So the topic of today's show is, what are you thankful for, and are you thankful? And we've been talking about being thankful for family and for friends and things of that nature. So what are you thankful for? But we just came out of Thanksgiving. We had an awesome time together. We spent a lot of time together as a family, and we're going into Christmas. So what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful mostly for my family because they support me throughout a bunch of stuff that I do. Like times that I may go to the hospital, or times that I'm doing with my grades or tests or assignments that I have to do. I'm just so grateful for them to help me out with all this stuff.
Well, we love you, and that you know, and it's important things that you know that your family loves you, and it's for me. I can only speak for me. I need to always make sure that you all know that I love you, and so I always ask you guys sometimes, how do you know that your dad loves you? So how do you know for sure that I love you?
Because you're always helping us out no matter what. You're pushing us to be the best men we can be that God has chosen us to be.
Well, that's awesome. And as long as you remember that, that means that I know that a part of what we're doing in this whole Raising Men, I don't want to say, maybe say ministry or crusade or just the mantra where we're on right now. That's what's important. Because as long as men can become better men, and that's the goal. And at your young age, for you to be able to recognize that and realize that, that's awesome. Because that means that you're going to be able to help someone else. Because you have asthma currently, and we're praying that you're delivered and healed from the asthma. And we had some great healing opportunities we had where Massimo and Andrew and I think a couple other people from church were praying for you, and a lot of other people continue to pray for you with your asthma. What would you tell a young kid that has asthma right now about being thankful? What would you say?
I tell them that just because you have asthma doesn't mean that you don't have to. It's an excuse for you to not do something. You just gotta push yourself if you don't have to, and just pray that I'll pray for you that you'll get through this, because God has a way for you. God will help you out no matter what. Your family will help you out. Friends will help you out. Even church people will help you out. Someone is bound to help you out with this, and they will help you get through this no matter what.
And the main thing, of course, that's awesome. That already, the main thing, that's awesome in itself. But in your going through your asthma, even some of the worst times we've had, have you ever thought that God didn't love you and forced you to have asthma? Have you ever doubted God like that?
I would never doubt God like that. He has always helped me. He didn't let me, I thought I was going to die the last time I went to the hospital, but God helped me out. I prayed to him that I wouldn't. I prayed that the doctors were going to help me. I prayed that I was going to get home and see my brothers again, and he helped me do that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Again, you're listening to the RZNGMEN Show with your host, Craig Carlisle, and I guess today even I should say that I'm really not the host today. I've had 3 young hosts that have been in here that I love and that I really respect and have very, very proud of. And Ryan, you need to also know, and like I told your brothers on the show, again, I don't need a platform like this. I don't need, millions of people listening for me to tell you, because because I show you and I tell you daily that I love you and that I'm very, very proud of you and the young man that you're becoming. And you're very, very special to me, and definitely you definitely are special to your mom. So I love you, and I love you, I love you, I love you.
I love you too, so much.
All right, that's excellent. Again, you're listening to the RZNGMEN Show, and I'm Craig Carlisle, your host, and we'll be right back. This is Craig Carlisle, the host of the RZNGMEN Show, and I'm also an executive producer of the independent feature film Restored Me.
I lost everything for something I didn't do. What type of God is gonna watch a man get up on his feet and then kick him right back down and get drugged through the dirt again?
It's a powerful, feel-good dramedy that centers around a young man trying to restore his relationship with his young daughter and her mother.
Talk to him just like you're talking to me.
Where have you been, kid? These people take communion from me. I am their God.
This film speaks to restoring your faith and pushes a bold message of positivity and motivation. The cast includes Gary Owen, Bill Duke, William Lee, Matt Gerald, Richard T. Jones, Malik Yobo, Yancey Arias, and Bo Casper Smart, just to name a few. Restored Me is available on over 100 digital markets, including iTunes, Amazon, and on demand from your local cable provider. Buy it, rent it. Either way, I'm asking you to watch it. It'll bless your life. This is Craig Carlisle again, and we're back with the Raising Men Show, and we're very, very excited to have my 13-year-old son here. Say hello, buddy.
Hello.
And you know, today's topic, your brother Jackson actually picked it. We're talking about what are you thankful for? And so what are you thankful for? Tell all the listeners out there, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful for you and being able to take care of us all the time and getting up and work every day and working a bunch of jobs for us to be able to keep this house and stay here. And I'm thankful for this big house that we have and being able to live here and having Cynthia help us out.
Now, let me ask you a silly question. If we weren't living here, if we didn't live in this house, would you still be thankful?
I would still be thankful because as long as we were together and not split off into different areas and not being able to be together, as long as we had like a place to stay, it would be good.
Now, do you know of anybody whose family is split apart and broken apart and not able to stay together?
I don't personally know anyone like that. Well, actually, my friend Noel, he lives with his grandparents because his mom, I think, lives up in Michigan, but I'm not exactly sure all the specifics about it and why. And, like, he lives with his cousins and he lives with his grandparents, and he has like his three other cousins and his older sister.
Now, you also met another kid that you met like first day of school. He gave you some crazy story that was very similar to yourself. What was he living? Tell me a little bit about his story.
So what he had told me is that he lives with his aunt because she had adopted him because his mom got sick and she had passed away, and now he lives with his aunt who had adopted him, and he lives with his cousins, I guess, in the house, and they had recently moved here from I think Temecula or around area farther from here. It's they moved closer to the school so they won't have to go as far.
So his story is similar to yours, except for the fact that he's split from his brothers and sisters or siblings, we should say. But you lost your mom, I lost my wife, and so you have a story. And I've been encouraging you to find that young man again, because there's an opportunity for you to minister to him, to let him feel and know that he's not alone. Because sometimes I know I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm alone in this whole thing, because being a widow, it's almost like you speak a different language to people sometimes, because a lot of people really can't really relate. The common people that walk down the street don't have that same type of relation to a person. Oh my gosh, you lost your wife. Well, yeah, that's true. And that's an amazing thing. And I don't know, do you ever feel different sometime because your mom is no longer with you?
Sometimes, but it's if they'll say something like a mom joke or something, it's kind of they'll let it slide because they don't know, and it's not really their fault for saying it and not knowing that my mom is passed on. And it's kind of hard sometimes when if you teachers don't know, it's parent teacher conferences thing. If they have one parent to go do it or different stuff like that. But.
Yeah, it's different, but the blessing is that we're able to keep pushing on. And in our film, Restored Me, we use the tagline a lot that you don't look like I don't look like what I've been through, and you definitely don't look like what you've been through, buddy. You don't look like a young man who's lost his mom. You don't look like the young man who's, sad, and you don't have that sad face. Sometimes I say, hey, why you have the sad face? But you're just like, no, I'm good. So, but it's a thing that you need to know that I love you. I'm very proud of you. I don't need a radio forum to tell you that, right? Every morning, and as often as I possibly can, I try to let you and your brothers know. And I've always tried to make sure that you all know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, of knowing that I love you. And I was asking, well, how do you know your dad loves you? So how do you know, without me just saying it, how do you know that I love you?
I know that because of the things that you do for us and being able to put up with us when we do a lot of different stuff that's probably not going to make you happy most of the time. And being there for us all the time and caring when we need projects or stuff for school. You're able to help us a lot with it. School spirit days that Ryan and I had, you took us out to Ross. It was Ross, right? Yeah. To buy some new pajamas because I was not really having pajamas.
You got those big old long legs of yours. Goodness gracious. What are you, 5'8" now? 5'9"?
You can find it tomorrow. tomorrow.
We'll find out tomorrow. Yeah, definitely. We have a physical tomorrow, so we have to go get you stretched out and measured again. But again, you're listening to the Raising Men Show, and I'm your host, Craig Carlisle, on WKBY 1080 AM and WKBY1080.net. It's been such a honor and a privilege to have had 4 of my 5 sons in studio with me today, and wow, we just talked about what are we thankful for, and I got a chance to hear their heart. And we've talked about that on previous shows, how we really have to be able to, as taking a father's time and using a father's time, is to be able to listen to our children's heart and really see and understand where they are. And now I have some better understanding as to what my sons are feeling about what they're thankful for, and I've got some homework as a father to do related to our Christmas plans and our New Year's plans, as we're in a really odd, really tough transition in our lives right now. So we're moving. We're getting ready to, in the process really of packing and unpacking and consolidating and scaling down. So when my oldest little guy started talking about, loving the house where we live in, he's recently learned that we will no longer be living in that house, and we will be moving on to a new adventure, something new that the Lord has brought us. And so we're thankful though. But because we're looking at this opportunity as a further move of God in our body, and is to further propel us to where He'd have us to be, and not continue to be somewhere where He doesn't want us to be and He doesn't have for us any longer. Recognizing that one season is past and a new season is coming. And me as a father of these young men, I find that I'm thankful for love, especially going into the Christmas season and coming out of Thanksgiving and going into New Year's and this tough season that we're in. It's easy to forget about love. It's easy to think that, oh my gosh, the kids are going to be angry about us moving, and we're going to be angry about having to pack, and it's going to be a stressful time about us having to make some transitions and some changes in our lives. But I find myself standing on 1 Corinthians 13:4-8, and it says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, and it does not boast, and it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but it always rejoices in truth, and it always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. But where there are prophecy, they will cease, and where there are tongues, they will be stilled, and where there is knowledge, it passes away. Man, that's what's holding me fast in this season. Again, this is Craig Carlisle, and I hope you've enjoyed the RZNGMEN Show. See you again next week.